Well, I finished making all the notes for Stilton. One second. I had the echo on in my headphones. Very distracting. So when I finished adding up all of Stilton's life path events, I ended up with pretty much the same stats as I started. I decided to lower his wisdom by 1, keeping the +1, but bringing his intelligence up by 1 to break even there. I wrote down a couple of notes. First off, he's starting with -5 experience points, which I don't know if that's even like possible, but that's what we rolled in the life path. For talents and spells, I've been pretty much wrote down the stuff that came out of his life path. He is a tough soul. I still don't know what that means. I might give him advantage in the right circumstance for being like resilience, just like I would do if his background of being banished ever came into play. I made a note that he has the ire of an entity called Xenon, which is some sort of sky deity patron. Some event in his life path kind of went south. um, and that's still something that sort of hangs over him. Maybe that's why he is banished. I also wrote down he's owed a boon from a noble family. To find out what kind of noble family, I rolled in the background table and came up with jeweler. And then I went to the name table in Shadowdark and rolled the family is called the Geralds. And last, when Stilton's uncle, whom he favored, passed away, he lifted from his uncle's apartment or home. I picture like an apartment in like a modest city. A dagger that he always kind of favored, which turned out to be magical. This dagger on the rolling tables, I got it is called Madeira's Dagger of the Covenant. So it's linked to that deity. The feature about it is that the blade always drips ocean water, and it's a +1 dagger. And then I rolled a boon and a feature, or a bane. The boon was I get to reroll any nat 1s with this dagger. The bane, however, is Stilton is compelled to loudly praise Madeira whenever in the presence of any of her symbols. And then actually I wanted to check if this dagger has a person. I really like giving magic items personalities. I think especially for solo play that would be interesting, because wherever you can like cook in more NPCs, what am I trying to say? The better it is. Also, I used a character sheet to write down stats for his companion Mastiff, which on the random table I rolled the name of Faustus, which I think is interesting. I kept this part of the sheet on for now because I think technically in the Red Sands zine we could leverage Faustus to carry some things for Stilton. Mounts can carry 5 times their strength bonus, and a Mastiff has a +1, so you could carry 5 items in a pinch if Stilton really needed it, which I think might be something to consider because Stilton is starting out maxed out. One house rule or change I'm going to do to Shadowdark rules is instead of minding things like torches, food, rations, and probably water or like shelter, I'm going to use Wyrd and Wyld's supply rule, where 1 gold equals 1 supply, and the way I do it at my table is you can fit 2 supply into an inventory slot. Supply is sort of like my friend used the term meta currency, which I really like a lot. Supply can be expended in a bunch of different abstract ways. Supply could end up being rations if you need them, or a torch if you need it, or a shelter, like a consumable for shelter. So it could be like a bonfire. Per Wyrd and Wyld, supply costs 1 gold each. I don't know if I really agree with that, but we'll just roll with that for now. And I also halved the half of my remaining starting gold because Stilton is sending money back home. For like a loved one, which we haven't set it out. And the last note, I'm putting this Joker card here in my dice tray to remind me that Stilton has sort of like a unluck coin result where his very first failure on something is going to be considered catastrophic. So we'll see what that is. This card is just in here to remind me that if I fail something, take the worst interpretation possible. Anyway, let's go back to the magic item table and see if this Madeira dagger has a personality. So I got to roll 2d6. 6 and 2 is 8, so it doesn't have either. Well, I guess that solves that. The other thing I want to do today is a little bit more prep work. We are starting our adventure with Stilton off. He has heard rumors of some sort of village or town which is in a bad condition. Although when he heard about it, Stilton thinks he immediately knows the right thing to do. So he's setting off to check out this town and see how he can fix their problems. So we're going to draft up the town, and then I think in the next recording we'll draft up the Wyld that sort of wraps around the town. I've done that at my table at home, and I really like the approach. But we'll just start off with, I think it'd be fun to just do a blank sheet of paper and rolling up for a town. In the book, let's see, I so rarely get to use the book. Almost always using a PDF. Let's see, settlement maps, 134. There we go. Put the bookmark there. Okay, first thing you do is choose the settlement type. It's a village. We've determined through the life path rolls that it's a village. So we'll be sticking with the 3d4. Or maybe it's a town. Let's let the dice decide. 1 through 3, it's a village. Above that is a town. It's a village. Okay, never mind. That's twice now. I've been like, oh, let's roll on the table and like nothing. So I'll need 3d4 dice. True to my style, I don't have them with me. Put a pin in that for a second. All right. Finding 3d4 is kind of hard to do, so we've got a bunch of d8s, which you can just have 3d4. So I got too many. We got 4. I think I really just want to make it a town. Let's give ourselves some more options. So these should be d4s for the district table results. Apparently, per Shadowdark, if you are in a town or a village, you don't get any of these 5 through 8 results. So we're just looking through 1 through 4s. What does it say to do? Take the number of dice listed and roll them together on a blank sheet of standard paper. All right, just kind of move them like that. And draw a broad outline around with a dice fell to determine the settlement shape. Can do. Let's just take a little bit of liberty here. Wow, what a nice town. I would want to stay here if it wasn't for the problem it's having. Then note the position and number on each die to determine what district is in that location. Separate the districts by rough lines and shapes to create main streets. I think we're switching to a pencil for this part. So over here we have a 3. This is the artisan district. I'll just draw like a This is another 3, which we already have an artisan district, so I'm going to re-roll the result. 7, which is another. I'm just going to add 1. This is the market. Which kind of takes up this much space. And 2 is a low district. These are some of my favorites. And this is a 4, so it's also a market. I don't want 2 markets in my... So I'll just make it slums. Look at my terrible handwriting. Which takes up the rest. The settlement seat of government is located in the district with the highest roll. I'm going to make that the slums because I rolled an 8. So the slums is the seat of power. Each district has 1d4 main points of interest. Interesting. Okay. So let's flip this over and start with the slums. The slums has 3 points of interest. Oops, 30. And there. Those points of interest are a flop house, a witch hovel. It says witch or warlock. I'll just keep with witch. Another 6. I'm going to go down on a slide and do a pour shop. My next district is a... Let's do the lows. Four points of interest. D4 has 1 point of interest. It is a 3 is a poor tavern. All right, and then I had a artisan district. Has 4 points of interest. So lots going on in the artisan district. The first one is a 6. That's a wealthy shop. A lot of money there. Stocks are pillories. Okay. A standard tavern. S tavern. And more stocks and pillories. I'm gonna take the doubles on this one because there's so much going on. That's interesting. Why the artisan district would have 2 places to punish people. And then the last one is the market, which has 3 points of interest. The first one is a apothecary. Second is a rare exotic goods. The third one is another rare exotic goods. That'll be a different kind. Okay. Roll an alignment for the overall settlement or for each district. I'm thinking if I want to do like a... Okay, I think I know what I'll do. I'll just roll for the overall district, or the whole settlement. It's neutral. Okay, roll taverns and shops on page 138. 136 and 138. Okay, the tavern. So that'd be the Poor Tavern. Let's see what's going on in this Poor Tavern. 13 and 5. 13, the Cloak and Goblet. Sure. Okay, so let's do Cloak and Goblet. Down here. Is known for 7. It's known for violent brawls. Sure. We'll roll any drinks that they have there. And then we have another standard tavern. 10 and 13. The Captain's Dragon or Cloak and Pig. Oh, no. Let's go with 14. The Royal Pig. Royal Pig. I like that a lot. And the Royal Pig is known for high stakes gambling. Cool. Oops. Okay. And then we got a couple shops to fill out. Okay. Poor shop. Our poor shop is a 1. It's a filthy bakery. I have rolled that before and I like it a lot. Filthy bakery. Oops, I should probably get the name. 15 and 18. This is the Village Lantern. Or Morvolo's Wheel. Well, that's it. Yep, the wheel. Marvolo's Wheel. Poor shop. Bakery. And it's known for being a Thieves Guild front. Awesome. Love a good front. Okay, then we got our Poor Tavern. We have a wealthy shop to fill out. 6 and 12. Fox and Keep or Royal Sundries. Yeah. Royal. It's down here, Royal Sundries. Standard shop. And it is we have to roll a d10 to find out what kind of shop. They sell 7. They sell carpentry. Interesting. They are known for 7 free ale with a purchase. Who wouldn't like some free ale? Okay, there's our wealthy shop. Then we have some rare and exotic goods vendors, which there isn't tables for. is there? I know what we'll do. Okay. Rare and exotic good vendor 1 is called Imperial Sons. Known for number 4. Being a Thieves Guild front. No, we're gonna bump it up one. Cat. Known for its resident cat, the Crumpet. And let's go to some magic items to find out what kind of... Maybe that's not good. Rare and exotic goods. Alright, I'm going to pause it while I look for options for rare and exotic goods. Okay, we're back. I got to figure it out. I went to the Tome of Adventure Design, which I have a PDF, and I wish I had the printed copy. And I rolled on some business types of business ideas for city locations, and the Imperial Sons exotic good vendor specializes in like it's a funeral parlor. Is that the term? Where they prepare the deceased for final rest, embalming, coffin building, autopsies, if that's the ticket. And it's an open secret that the Imperial Sons is also like a front for sort of like registered necromancers. Our other exotic good vendor is a... Oops, I forgot it. What are they? A jeweler. They deal in jewel making of some kind. But first we need to figure out what sort of shop it is. It's called the... We're back to some rolling. 5 and 6. The King's Sundries. Okay. Jewelers. And they are best known for... Not best known for, but they're known for having goods from distant lands. Okay. And maybe if I roll on the random events for slums, we can figure out what's going on here. Like current events, you know? It's a D100 table. 45. A body in an alley bears... That's 46. Maybe I like that more. A snapped clothesline falls, entangling a character. No, a body in an alley bears a note. Pay in coin or blood, BB. Neither of these are reasons to inspire like rumor of like something going on at this faraway town, which doesn't have a name yet either. Like a reason for Stilton to pick it all up and go there thinking he can solve it. I think I'll be doing that offline in addition to sort of fleshing out what this city truly looks like. I might like doodle up the town. You get what I'm saying. And then after that, I'll probably get impatient and have a session or two of Stilton adventuring to this town and sort of making a name for himself and starting on fixing the problem that this town is having, which again, we rolled Stilton has, he knows just what to do, or thinks he does, when he gets there. Once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everyone's feedback. I took it to heart about the camera. I gave myself motion sickness for whatever happened with that video. So we're back to the usual way of doing things. So again, thanks for watching, and appreciate everyone's support and your comments and all that. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.